customer service to resolve one of the issues that was having before doing this, but they don't seem to be very quick to get back to me, so I'm going to go ahead and do the review anyways. If you're like me, you don't like wasting time, then I'm going to spoiler alert this thing for you. My recommendation would be to not spend the money on this dog collar. I just haven't been real happy with it. The first couple weeks were great, trying to get to know it. The dog was learning it really quick. She's only 9 months old, but she's smart. She really picked up on it easy, but yeah, it's not the dog that's the problem. So let me tell you a few things. Customer service. It's been difficult to get a hold of. You're not able to call them. This thing is disconnected itself from the network now, and I can't get back on for some reason. Tried to reset it a bunch of different ways, and there's nothing that has gotten me to get reconnected to it. So that's kind of been our latest issue with it. But to start, we kind of had some issues. The collar has a screw on either side here. They're like tiny screws. These fell out and went missing after about a month, and we were able to locate one of them, and then lo and behold, found the other one when we were sweeping the floor, so thankfully we got them. I did send a request to customer service. They said they were going to send me some new ones. I haven't received them. And then we lost all of the contacts where the little shock parts go here in the front of the collar. Both sets of those have fallen out and gone missing. Of course, they said they were going to send me some new ones through email, but I haven't received those either. So it just seems to be built kind of cheap, and the parts have gone missing, and yeah, it's been a problem. Kind of the second really annoying thing about this, besides the parts falling off it, is you can't turn it off, so the battery life is terrible. You can get about 6 hours, maybe 8 hours max out of it, and then you really got to charge it. So unless you plan on taking it off and charging it every time you let the dog in, you're going to run out of battery. The other issue, or the other thing that I really don't like about it, is that you can only have one phone connected to it at a time. So like if you're married, your partner, or you don't have to be married, but if your partner has a phone and they want to be able to keep track of the dog, you can't both be logged on to the collar at the same time, so you can't check on what the dog is doing if the other person has the collar synced with their phone. And then an even stranger feature that we discovered is that the collar, which uses GPS, once the dog is outside of the fence a certain distance, it just shows up as lost. So this collar is on the dog, and you can't see where the dog is. It just says dog lost. So you would think you could look at the map and see on Google Maps where your dog is, so you could just head that direction to find your dog. Well, that's not the case with this collar. Now granted, it's early and this hasn't been out for a long time, so maybe some of these things are going to work the bugs out, and that would be great. Maybe you'll be able to put it on 2 phones. Maybe they'll solve the issue with extending the range. You can see where the dog actually is when they're outside of the fence, instead of just saying lost with no indication of where the dog went. But even if they do, it still seems to be a cheap collar. It's not made very well. The parts are falling off it. You've got to adjust them every single day, basically. And yeah, for $900, I'd expect a little more. I would have gladly spent more money if I would have thought I was going to get a junky one. Of course, now I've had the thing for about 6 weeks, so I'm sure I can't return it, but hopefully I'll save somebody else a little bit of pain. I would say if you're looking at this one, keep looking. Thank you. Hope it helps.